So let's find ourselves on the mat, sitting in a thunderbolt. So what is thunderbolt? My knees and shins are together, my feet are together, heels meet in the back, and I'm going to bring my sit bones down and sit on my heels. Spine is long, neck is long, and right here I'm going to start to find my body, find my breath, and find out where my mind is. My mind might be racing off, thinking about things I need to do or what I did do today, especially if you're just getting off of work and you had to deal with hoo-ha all day today. My heart goes out to you. So start to notice your environment, notice the lighting, notice the temperature on your skin, notice the sounds in the room. And start to pull all of that noticing, pull all of that thought about external things in towards the center of your body. And we are going to focus our mind on our body. Do a quick body scan starting from your feet, which you're sitting on, through your knees, up through your torso, your ribs, shoulders. You wiggle your fingers, see what they're doing. Notice your neck, crown of your head. And your mind is in your body, noticing. Now let's find the breath. Starting to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Notice how your abdomen expands as you breathe in and how it helps you push the air out as you breathe out. Now let's close our mouth and notice that ocean sound that the breath makes when our mouth is closed. Yoga is the connection of your mind, your breath, and your body. And we connect movement to breath. And as we move into different shapes and different positions, our mind notices how our body feels and how we feel in that position. And it's a continuing cycle through those three things. So finding your breath, noticing your body, long spine, crown of the head going towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders, place your hands on your thighs. Eyes can be open or closed. Listening to your breath. Let's take the arms out to the side, palms facing up. In one breath in, bring the arms up overhead. Touch your fingertips, reverse your hands, bring the arms down, and then exhale. Let's do that again. Arms up overhead, breathe in. Touch your fingertips, reverse your hands, exhale, arms down. So we're starting to get that feel of moving with one breath in and one breath out. Arms up overhead, breathe in. Reverse the hands, exhale, arms down. Grab a block. You can place your hand either on a block or on the floor. So placing the left hand on the block or on the floor, let's bring the right arm up and over as we bend sideways to the left. Taking a deep breath. Expand your ribs and then exhale towards center. Bring that block over to the other side. Bring the left arm up and bend over to the right side. Trying to keep that left shoulder back in space. Taking a deep breath, feel everything expand. Exhale, back to center. Place your hands on your left thigh and do a twist to the left. We're just starting out, so it doesn't have to be forced. Just twisting, taking a deep breath. Exhale to center. Inhale over to the other side. And then exhale back to center. Bring the arms out in front. Clasp your fingers together, hands together, making a double fist. Then push that fist out, feeling the shoulder blades roll off the side of your back. Then bring it in. Push your arms out. So we're moving the scapula off the back. Bring the arms in, bring the scapula together. Arms out. And then back in. Let's do one more out. And connect this to the breath. And then bring the hands all the way to the back and clasp your hands together again. And trying to keep the palms together, bring the shoulders back and down. Straighten the arms and try to pull your shoulders back with your fists. So your fist is going towards the mat, opening up the chest. Lift your head, lift your chin. And you can stay right here. Or if it's in your practice, you can start to lean forward, bringing your hands up, keeping your arms straight, and trying to keep the palms together. Trying to bring the arms up as high as you can, maybe to 12 o'clock. It's a great shoulder opener. And taking a deep breath on an exhale, come all the way up. Bend the elbows. And shake out your arms. Now, just sitting in this position, we've been lengthening the muscles in the quads and also in the ankles. So let's come into a tabletop at the top of the mat. Shoulders over wrists. My fingers are wide and splayed out. And I'm gripping the mat with my fingertips. Hips are over my knees and the tops of my feet are still on the floor. Let's take the hips back to the left heel and then over to the right heel and then back up. So doing circles with our body. I think this is counterclockwise. I don't know why I like to start counterclockwise. Doesn't really matter. And go the opposite direction, go clockwise. And then come back to center. Let's bring the right arm out to the side and up the clock, going to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Maybe gazing up at the thumb. It's your choice. And then bring that arm down, thread through, placing the right shoulder on the mat, right side of your mat, right side of your head on the mat. And notice your hips, square your hips to your heels. Extend the left arm above your head. Tent the fingers on the floor. And then let gravity just help you melt into that right shoulder. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Bring the left hand back by your face. Push up with the left arm. Bring the right arm out to the side and all the way up. And pause right here. Now we're going to point that arm to the back wall and bring it around like a clock arm, coming down by our knee and then coming back into tabletop. Left arm out to the side and up the clock face, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Maybe you gaze at your thumb. Taking a deep breath. Bring that arm down, thread through, placing the left shoulder on the mat, left side of your head on the mat. Square your hips to your heels. Extend that right arm all the way out above your head, tenting your fingers on the floor. Letting your body weight and gravity help you melt into that left shoulder. Taking a deep breath. And exhale. Now bring that right hand back by your face. Push up with your right arm. Bring the left arm back out and up the clock face again. Pause. Now take the arm back, pointing towards the back wall. And then bring that arm back down by your knee and in line with your right hand. And we're back in our tabletop. Extend the right leg to the end of the mat, roll over the toes, push the front of the mat away, and push your right heel back in space. And saw forward, saw back, rolling over the toes. Try to get that small toe as well by angling your foot. Get all the toes. Lift the right leg, bring it across your body, and place the foot on the outside of the mat, outside of the left side of the mat. Push that front of the mat away and feel your shoulder blades roll off your back. Now your right heel is pointing towards the ceiling. Push it back and keep your hips in the same place. So we're pushing that heel back and trying to keep our hips in the same place. Lift that leg, bring it all the way across, and then let's bring the right foot to the top of the mat, and we're coming into a 90-90 position. Have your blocks handy. Let's straighten the front leg. And we're coming into a half split. You can use your blocks and start to lean forward. You can place your hands on your hips and guide your hips back. They're not going to go anywhere, but just keep them from coming forward. And keeping the back long, your elbows going back in space. On every out breath, maybe you go a little bit further. And here's where you start to notice. What do you notice in your right leg? What do you notice in your hips? What do you notice in your shoulders? It's a noticing. It's not a judging. It's not, oh my God, I could be doing this better. No, it's just a noticing. Taking a deep breath. Let's come all the way up. Rebend the front leg so we're back in our 90-90 position. Take your right hand, bring it all the way back, and bend up your left leg and grab the top of your left foot with your right hand. Then place your left hand either on the mat or on a block and pull that left heel in towards your butt and then start to open up to the right side, bringing that right shoulder back in space. Lots of good stuff happening right here. Gaze up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Nice and tall. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, square your shoulders to the mat and gently let go of that foot. Move your blocks out of the way. Bring the left hand to the floor, and let's open up to the right, bringing the right arm up the clock face. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then bring that right hand down and place it on the inside of your right shin. And then let's do the same on the other side, bringing the left arm out to the side and up. Notice how it's different. So I brought my arm all the way up to 12 o'clock. Maybe some of you can't get up to 12 o'clock. That's okay. This is a more difficult side because of the angle and because of your body. Bring that left arm back down. And let's bring the torso up, doing one more twist. Bring hands to prayer, thumbs at heart center. Twist to the right, hooking the left elbow over your right knee. Then I'm trying to bring my thumbs back to heart center as I gaze up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Taking a deep breath on an exhale, come forward. Place the hands at the top of the mat and return that knee to tabletop. Let's do a couple of cat-cows just to even things out. So tilting the pelvis forward, lifting the chin, and inhaling. And then on an exhale, bring chin to chest, round the back, tilt the pelvis back as well. Cow, breathe in. Cat, breathe out. Cow, breathe in. Cat, breathe out. And then let's come to center. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat, roll over the toes, push the front of the mat away. Saw forward, rolling over the toes. And don't forget that small toe. And then lift the left leg, bring it all the way across your body, placing the left toes on the outside of the mat. Heel pointing towards the ceiling, not off to the side. Pushing the front of the mat away, noticing that your shoulder blades are rolling off the side of your back. And then push that heel back in space, keeping your hips where they are. Yes. And lift that left leg, bring it all the way across, and then bring the left foot to the top of the mat. Bring the torso up. Grab your blocks if you need them. Or like I said before, you can put your hands on your hips. Straighten the left leg and start to lean forward into half splits. Make sure your toes are pointing towards the ceiling, not off to the side. So we want to make sure that our leg is in line with our hip, somewhat internally rotated, somewhat. On an exhale, maybe you go a little bit deeper, noticing, maybe thinking about what it felt like on the other side and noticing in that way. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, come all the way up. Rebend the front leg. Take your left hand all the way back And bend that left leg, bringing the foot up so that you can grab the top of your foot with your left hand. Placing your right hand either on the floor or on the mat or on a block. And then opening up your chest to the left as you pull your heel in towards your butt. Gazing up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Taking a deep breath, square your shoulders to the mat and gently, gently let go of that right foot. And bring the torso up. Hands to prayer, thumbs at heart center, twist to the left, hooking the right elbow over the left knee. And I'm trying to bring my thumbs back to heart center as I twist to the left and gaze up towards the ceiling past my elbow. Taking a deep breath on an exhale, come forward, placing your hands on the mat and bring that left knee back in line with the other knee. Let's do a couple of cat-cows here. Breathe in cat, exhale cow. Breathe in cat, exhale cow. And come back to center. Very nice. Very nice. Let's roll the toes under, lift the knees, and push back into a down dog. Pedal the feet back and forth. Maybe taking the left knee over to the right side, right knee over to the left side, twisting your torso as you do this. Now widen your feet as wide as your mat, and then start to walk your hands back towards your feet. And we're coming into a deep squat at the end of the mat. Angle your toes out so that your knees are tracking over your toes. So this way and this way. Elbows on the inside of your knees, hands to prayer. And bringing your hands in towards the middle, pushing those knees out to the side. If you need to adjust a little bit, do so. And just this is an amazing position to be in. It's great for your inner thighs, for those adductor muscles. It's great for your flexibility. Now lift the right heel and lean into that right foot. So we're stretching our Achilles and our calf muscle. Come back, bringing the heel down. Lift the left heel and lean into the left foot. So I'm on my toes, yes. Let's do one more on the right side. Lower the heel, raise the left heel, over to the left side. And then come back center. Let's do one more thing while we're in this squat. Extend and straighten the left arm, bringing the left fingertips to the floor. And then raise the right arm, opening up to the right. Gazing up towards the ceiling. And then bring that hand down, come back to prayer. Straighten the right arm, bringing the fingertips to the floor. Raise the left arm, bringing it back and opening up to the left. And come back to center. And then bring hands to the mat in front of you. Come into a tabletop. Roll the toes under, lift the knees, push back into down dog. Pedal the feet out. Wag your tail. We are in down dog after all. Come up on your toes, look to the top of the mat, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Chin to chest, and make your way all the way up to standing at Tadasana, mountain pose at the front of the mat. Bring your hands to prayer. Lift your toes a couple of times. Gaze down at your toes and notice that your feet are about under your hip. You could fit your fist in between your feet, in between your big toes. Legs are engaged. Glutes are engaged. Bring your belly button in. Spine is long, neck is long. Crown of the head going towards the ceiling. Hands are at prayer. You're finding your breath here in this mountain pose. Feel that foundation under your feet. You are a mountain. Bring the hands out to the side, palms facing up. Breathe in, bringing them overhead. And bend the knees into a forward fold. Exhale, then inhale into flat back. So I'm creating a table here. My back is flat, my shoulders are back and down, and my hands are on my shins. Taking a deep breath, bend the knees, exhale, forward fold, and then arms out to the side, breathe them in, up overhead, hands meet in prayer, then exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that again. Connecting each movement with your breath. Arms out to the side and up overhead, breathe in. Bend the knees, exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms out to the side and up overhead. Hands meet in prayer. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, the arms out to the side and up overhead. Grab the left wrist with your right hand and pull your body over to the right. Taking a deep breath, exhale, back to center. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and pull your body over to the left. Taking a deep breath, exhale, back to center. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms out to the side and up overhead. Hands meet in prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, flat back. Exhale, the hands to the top of the mat, left leg to the back of the mat. Ground the knee, uncurl the toes, coming up into kneeling crescent, bringing the arms up. Goalpost the arms and lean back just a little bit, bringing the elbows back, opening up your chest, finding a neutral spot for your neck, not too far back, not too far forward. Ouch. Bring the hands to the top of the mat, curl the toes, lift the knee, bring the right foot to the back of the mat, and let's hold in this plank. Squeeze the butt cheeks together, engage the legs, bring the belly button up. And push back into your down dog.
Come up on the toes. Tiptoe to the top of the mat. Breathe in, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms out to the side and up overhead. Hands meet in prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find your Tadasana. Bring the arms out to the side. Breathe them in, up overhead. Bend the knees. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Right leg to the back of the mat. Ground the knee, uncurl the toes. Come up into kneeling crescent. Bring the hands up. Goalpost the arms. Lean back. Bring those elbows back. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Left leg to the back of the mat. Hold in your plank. And push back into down dog. Pedal the feet. I always like to pedal the feet in down dog, even when I'm not told to. Push your hips back. Bring the shoulders by your ears, framing your ears with your shoulders. Maybe your heels are going towards the mat. Maybe they touch the mat, maybe they don't. Let's come up on the toes. Tiptoe to the top of the mat. Breathe in, come up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms out to the side and up overhead. Hands meet in prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your hands to your hips. And then start to bring the hips back as you sit down into chair pose. Now you can stay here with your hands on your hips. If it's in your practice, you can bring your arms up. Biceps frame your ears. Now bring the arms down. Come up on your toes into diver's pose. So my legs are straight. Back is at an angle, but back is long. Neck continues my back, and I'm up on my tiptoes. Bring the heels down. Come back into chair pose, hands to hips or arms up. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat, left leg to the back of the mat. Right leg to the back of the mat. And we're in our plank. Let's push back into down dog. Push forward into plank. Pivot on the right foot, come into side plank. Now you can bring that left foot in front, or you can bring that right knee down. Whatever feels comfortable for your body at this time. Bring the left hand down, back into plank. Push back into down dog. Push forward into plank. Pivot on the left foot. Bring the right hand up. Side plank on this side, on the left arm. And remember your modifications. They are what your body needs. It's not what your neighbor's body needs or my body, it's your body. Bring the right arm down. We're in plank. And push back into down dog. Let's do that again. Come forward into plank. Pivot on the right foot. Come into side plank on the right arm. Bring the left hand down. In plank. Push back into down dog. Come forward into plank, pivot on the left foot, bring the right arm up. Make sure your hips are up and not sagging down. Bring that right hand down, come into plank, bring both knees to the floor, touch your big toes, and push back into child's pose. That's not easy what we just did, but you did it. Let's come up into tabletop, curl the toes under, lift the knees, push back into down dog. Raise the right leg in the sky, bend the knee, open the hip to the right. Maybe circle your foot one way, then the next way. Square your hips to the floor, come up on your left toes, and then bring that right foot to the top of the mat. And we're in our runner's lunge. Let's bring you can also place your left hand on a block if you need to. I should have said that. Bring the right arm out to the side, not the clock face. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then bring the hand back, pointing to the back wall. Down the clock, down to 6 o'clock by your ankle. Collect your left hand, come up into crescent. Pivot on the back foot, coming into warrior 2. Find your warrior 2, shoulders over hips. Front leg almost 90 degrees. Back leg is long and strong. Arms are shoulder height. Gazing over your front fingers. Straighten the front leg, kick the hip back, reach forward, coming into triangle pose. Arm is by your shin. You can use a block. Then bring that left arm up to your shoulder. Left hand up to your shoulder. And make sure it's coming back. Then extend the left arm up to 12 o'clock. Front leg is straight, but not locked out. Micro bend. Take in a deep breath on an exhale. Bring the torso all the way up. Rebend the front leg into warrior 2. Take the left arm, wrap it around the back of your waist. Reverse the front palm, reach forward, and then come back into peaceful warrior. And come forward, placing both hands on the mat, moving the block out of the way. Right leg to the back of the mat, and we're in our plank. Let's push back into our down dog. Lift the left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip to the left. Foot circles. Yes. No. Square the hips to the mat, come up on your right toes, bring that left foot to the top of the mat, placing your right hand either on a block or on the mat. Left arm comes out to the side and up the clock face. 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then back, going from 12 o'clock to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Collect the right arm coming up into crescent. Pivot on the back foot, ground the heel, come into warrior 2. Remember all the cues for warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, kick the hip back, reach forward, placing your hand on the inside of your leg. Taking your right hand, putting on your right shoulder, bringing that shoulder back in space, and then extending that right hand up to 12 o'clock. Left leg is straight but not locked out. I'm gazing up at my thumb. You can gaze down. More straight ahead. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, come all the way up. Rebend the front leg, coming into warrior 2. Right arm wraps around the back of your waist. Reverse the palm, reach forward, coming back into peaceful warrior. And exhale into bringing your hands to the top of the mat. Left leg to the back of the mat. Bring the knees to the mat, touch your toes, and push back into child's pose. Come up onto our knees, cross your ankles, push your hips over your ankles into a seated position, extend the heels to the end of the mat. Grab your blocks and push them towards the middle of your mat. We'll use them in a bit. We're in a seated forward fold. Start to lower your back to the mat, chin to chest, one vertebra at a time. Click, 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 click. Your head touches the mat last. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Bring the feet out to the edges of the mat. And then start to windshield wiper your knees. So bringing both knees over to the left, keeping the shoulders on the mat. And then both knees over to the right. And over to the left. Over to the right. And over to the left. And then one more right. And come back to center. Grab your knees with your hands. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Roll side to side, massaging your lower back. And come back to center. Place the soles of the feet on the floor. Let's take one of those blocks, place it underneath your sacrum, kind of the top of your tailbone, the top of your hips, top of your pelvis. Hands palm down on the mat next to your body. And then bring your legs up into tabletop. And notice that block should feel comfortable. It's not poking you in any way. And then extend the feet to the ceiling and try to find that balance point. Well, it's not too far forward so that it feels like your feet are falling into your face, or too far back so that you're not having to engage your abs to catch your feet. Finding that sweet spot where your feet are just floating. Bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet back to the floor nice and gently. Let your hips remove the block. And extend your heels to the end of the mat, coming into our Shavasana. Arms alongside, palms facing up. So Shavasana is our pose that allows us to notice what our body is trying to do, which is come back to homeostasis, come back to our body's idea of normal. So right now you feel that tingling sensation of your nervous system Bring your mind into your toes. Let's scan the body from the toes all the way to the crown of the head. If you feel any tension along the way, take in a deep breath and sigh it out through the mouth. When you get to your face, allow your face muscles to melt towards the floor, jaw. Maybe your mouth is slightly open. Maybe you start to notice thoughts coming back in your head. Just let the thoughts go. There's no reason to hold on to them or follow them. Start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. An invitation to bring your arms up overhead, hook the thumbs together, body stretch. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Roll over to the right side, cradle your head on your arm. Just pause for a moment. And then when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. I'm going to use a block to elevate my hips. You can use a block or a blanket. Let's bring hands to prayer. Thumbs at your sternum, at your heart center. Bow your head to finish this practice. Finding gratitude for the time that we have to practice. Finding gratitude for our body, our mind, our breath. Thinking about taking this yoga practice out into the world when you meet resistance, in whatever shape or form that takes. Noticing it, breathing, taking a moment before you react. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Thank you for joining me on this Friday evening yoga practice after work at the end of a long work week. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You take care. I'll see you next week.